It's Patrick at Pals. You know, sometimes putting a Holley carburetor or any carburetor that didn't come with the car onto the car is a project. That's what's happened with the 71 Torino. See this little guy here, this little squiggly place? That's the origin of an EGR valve. In 1971, they did not have an EGR valve. They had what was called an air valve. And it was an early emission equipment piece built into the manifold. The carburetor that was designed for this car had a slightly larger rear bore than the front. If you look at those 4 holes on the back, you'll see that these holes are bigger than these in the front. And it's called a square bore Autolite carburetor that fits on here. So now we have a decision to make. Either we find a square bore original carburetor, Autolite, or we get a different intake to put onto this car. An Edelbrock Performer perhaps, something like that. And then this Holley carburetor will work much better. Now, you might ask, what was the purpose of those? It was just emissions. It didn't do anything for performance. In fact, most of the people took off the air valve once they got the car. They did not want that on the car. That was one of the first things that disappeared because it hindered performance rather than enhanced it. So, if you have a project car and you're looking at just putting a carburetor on it to make more performance, you have to look at how to engineer it. And you have to be careful to make sure that all the parts work equally well together. See you soon.